Crypto Pirates Daily News, June 17, 2021. Latest news headlines. A massive effort is underway to prevent the collapse of Mirror Trading International. Ripple introduces smart contracts capability for XRPL, giving XRP even more reason to moon. Visa to expand its cryptocurrency adoption, what are its plans? Beginners in crypto trading. A massive effort is underway to prevent the collapse of Mirror Trading International. Mirror Trading International, a get-rich-quick scam, was the subject of a protracted legal struggle in the Western Cape High Court, MTI. This follows the postponement of the hearing for MTI's final liquidation from May 31 to June 15, 2021. My Broadband has discovered that judgment in the matter has been reserved, but the legal team that argued in favor of liquidating MTI is sure that the ultimate liquidation order will be given. MTI was a South African network marketing fraud that purported to provide automated trading services, first in Forex and then in Bitcoin derivatives. During 2019 and 2020, it accumulated Bitcoin worth billions of rands. In the most current edition of its crypto crime report, Chainalysis dubbed MTI the largest cryptocurrency scam of 2020. According to court documents obtained by My Broadband, the battle lines were established between Clinton Marks, a 50% shareholder and former head of referral program and members at MTI, and a team of 5 liquidators appointed provisionally to the case. Whether these two groups should be allowed to join the liquidation action as intervening parties was one of the legal details debated before acting Judge Alma de Wet. The liquidation hearing proceeded, with the intervening parties recognized, according to news from within the courtroom. Marks further claimed that he and his partner Cherie Marks, who was MTI's head of communications, were not served with a liquidation notice. Mark's basic claim is that the attorneys who filed the original liquidation application would have known full well that he and his partner were MTI employees and leaders. Because the Financial Sector Conduct Authority, FSCA, had raided Mark's residence in connection with MTI, the attorneys would have known where to find him. In addition to the technical concerns cited, Marks maintained that the recovery of around 1,200 Bitcoin belonging to MTI from its prior Belize-based broker, FX Choice, demonstrated that the company was not bankrupt. The found Bitcoin is believed to have already been converted to cash by the liquidators. According to MoneyWeb, which cites OVEX, the selling of the coins for 1.1 billion rands briefly lowered the price of Bitcoin on South African exchanges in April. Judge de Wet did not appear to be moved by any of the arguments presented in opposition to liquidation. While the verdict is being awaited, insiders within the liquidators' legal team told My Broadband that their opponents were vastly outmatched and that they are certain that a final liquidation order would be obtained. When My Broadband approached the Marks for comment, they stated that they do not believe the liquidators have the best interests of the members in mind. This is mirrored in their responding affidavit, in which they assert unequivocally that members' wishes are unimportant. This is not our opinion. We also don't believe it's appropriate to go after MTI members for anything Johan may or may not have done, according to Cherie Marks via email. The liquidation application was, according to the Marks, filed too soon. MTI is a solvent firm, and any hope of relief for members, however tiny, would come from finding Johan and correctly encouraging him to remedy whatever wrongs he has allegedly committed, rather than from the liquidation process. Furthermore, we believe that there are additional choices that would result in MTI members receiving relief. Mark stated that if the liquidation went ahead, members would be severely harmed by the liquidators' efforts. When asked what would happen if the liquidation were to be blocked, Mark stated that this is an issue currently before the court and that answering the question now would be premature. Ripple introduces smart contracts capability for XRPL, giving XRP even more reason to moon. Ripple has revealed a new breakthrough as it continues to expand its ecosystem. This new feature is anticipated to position XRP Ledger, XRPL, as a smart contract contender to ETH and BSC. XRPL intends to enable smart contracts on the XRPL. Ripple's Chief Technology Officer, CTO, David Schwartz, announced this functionality to the public on June 7 while outlining his vision. Federated sidechains are the name of this new feature. This new feature is extremely valuable to the cryptocurrency community because it allows them to effortlessly operate a sidechain to XRPL. Federated sidechains' major goal is to enable developers to build more wonderful features like smart contracts. Furthermore, XRP developers will be able to run tests on a sidechain while accessing the full capabilities of the XRPL. The creation of federated sidechain is motivated by the fast increasing decentralized finance (DeFi) field as well as the popularity of smart contracts. David also claimed that the program named Federator will act as a link between sidechain and the XRPL. Each sidechain would have its own ledger and transactions, as well as a federation mechanism that would allow XRP and sidechain issued tokens, BTC, Fiat, CBDC, to travel from one sidechain to another. As is customary, XRP will be used as the native token to fuel the primary XRPL. Furthermore, XRP can be used as the native currency for running the sidechains, or any application built on the sidechains may issue their own tokens that are compatible with XRPL. These new tokens will be known as federated assets. Federated assets imported into XRPL would trade on the Integrated Decentralized Exchange of XRPL, DEX. Imported XRP on sidechains would also be used for liquidity on the XRPL integrated DEX. This is comparable to how other smart contract blockchains, such as DOT, refer to their sidechains as parachains. Perhaps the tremendous demand for the upcoming introduction of DOT parachains motivated Ripple to create their own sidechains. Cardano, ADA, is also upgrading its blockchain in order to support smart contracts. Ripple recognizes the importance of innovating and improving XRPL in order to survive and prosper. Allowing sidechains on the XRPL brings up a slew of new options that the XRPL could not exploit in its former form, and is far more powerful for the XRPL than it is for any other blockchain. Countries, for example, will be able to create central bank digital currencies, CBDC, on the XRPL platform. With XRPL being the most widely used ledger by financial institutions, the sidechain update would enable banks, financial institutions, central banks, and even governments to issue their own bank-issued tokens, CBDCs, or other kinds of digital money and financial goods on the XRPL. As a result, this update is far more significant than it appears on the surface. It has the potential to boost XRPL to become the most powerful blockchain due to Ripple's long-term relationships with banks. As a result, the inclusion of this sidechain capability to the XRP coin is quite exciting since it will generate fresh demand for XRP. Once this new feature is implemented, expect XRP to surge in the crypto rankings. However, The upgrade is still in the consultation stage with XRPL developers, and the developers will need to get approval from XRPL's validators before they can begin work on it. Typically, an amendment proposal is triggered if it receives an approval rating of at least 80% for 2 weeks. This improvement will undoubtedly be accepted because it benefits everyone in the XRPL ecosystem. If XRPL is given the green light, the price of XRP might skyrocket again, similar to how the ADA token skyrocketed after the Cardano blockchain chose to add smart contract capability. While the SEC litigation has kept the price of XRP low, another factor has been Jed McCaleb, Ripple's former CTO, who was handed 8 billion XRP, who has been relentless in selling XRP. Jed has been selling XRP since 2014, and he has been particularly aggressive in selling his XRP Cash in recent months. Jed sold nearly 400 million XRP units in May alone, and he's keeping up the pace. The good news is that Jed only has about 600 million units of XRP remaining, and he will run out of XRP to sell by August if he continues to sell at his current rate. This suggests that the price of XRP will be relieved significantly in August. With the SEC case expected to be resolved by August, and the sidechain vote scheduled to be completed, and most likely authorized, by July, the next few months might be rather favorable for the price of XRP. The present SEC litigation has resulted in a huge decrease in XRP media coverage, to the point where even big news such as a blockchain upgrade has not been covered by mainstream crypto media. The Ripple blog is the exclusive source of information regarding the proposed upgrade. As a result, investors may want to take advantage of the present market downturn in order to accumulate XRP while the price is still low and the market is still unsure. Visa to expand its cryptocurrency adoption, what are its plans? Visa, the world's largest credit card business, has recently expressed an increased interest in the cryptocurrency sector. 2021 has already shown to be a prosperous year for cryptocurrencies, bringing the market one step closer to the long-awaited mainstream. Well-known payment providers are now showing interest in the market. Visa is certainly the most prominent payment company showing interest in cryptocurrency. One of Visa's executives, Nicola Plekis, recently spoke about the relevance of cryptocurrencies, adding that the market has altered and transformed significantly since the advent of Bitcoin, and that there are numerous chances now. Although Visa is quite interested in the cryptocurrency business, Bitcoin does not figure prominently in the company's long-term plans. Visa believes that cryptocurrency can be utilized by consumers and merchants in the same way that traditional fiat currencies are. As of now, the corporation is discussing 5 areas in terms of its digital currency activities. These stages indicate Visa's main point of view on the future of the digital currency market. Visa's crypto efforts in key areas. Among the most essential goals of the organization is to make it easy for consumers to buy cryptocurrency. The company has worked with and plans to cooperate with wallets and exchanges to make purchasing cryptos more accessible. The second most important goal is to make it easy for users to pay out their cryptocurrency holdings in fiat currencies. Visa claims that they want to ensure that whenever consumers quit their crypto positions, they may immediately cash out their funds and begin spending at any of Visa's merchant endpoints. The third endeavor, according to the corporation, is to make it feasible to leverage digital currency APIs to force banks to add cryptos for their clientele. The fourth goal is to reach an agreement using stablecoins. It has already settled its first stablecoin transaction this year, utilizing the USDC. According to firm executives, as time passes and technology advances, they aim to be able to handle additional stablecoins as well. The company's ultimate goal is long-term in nature. It is the central bank for digital currencies, abbreviated as CBDCs. According to official data from the Bank for International Settlements, as many as 86% of all world central banks are considering developing their own CBDCs in some form or another. In summary, the organization has revealed the top 5 digital prospects. The first is allowing people to buy crypto, the second is allowing people to withdraw their cryptos in fiat currencies, the third is allowing fintech to provide people access to crypto alternatives, the fourth is allowing settlement in digital currencies, and the last is CBDCs. Why is cryptocurrencies getting so popular? Several factors contribute to the popularity of cryptocurrencies. One of them is that cryptocurrencies are becoming more widely available than ever before. There are lots of them on the market, and owing to the multiple crypto exchanges and virtual wallets, anyone may simply access them. Crypto trading is also gaining popularity around the world as a result of online exchanges. In fact, users do not even require trading expertise to participate in the crypto trading market. There are thousands of cryptocurrency trading bots on the market that do all of the legwork for traders. The finest crypto trading bot can study the market, provide traders with signals, and open buy and sell orders in a matter of seconds. Because crypto has so many benefits to traders, the market is becoming increasingly popular with huge corporations such as Visa. The fact that Visa is interested in crypto is really significant since it is interested not only in the consumer side of crypto, but also in the B2B potential of cryptocurrency. According to Visa, B2B is an area with a lot of possibility for expansion, and it's a highly intriguing field for them. However, while cryptocurrency can be very useful in business-to-business transactions, widespread acceptance will take time. Why is Visa's strategy so critical? Cryptocurrencies are now breaking into the long-awaited mainstream. The actions done by Visa and many other top corporations in the market to promote broader acceptance of digital currencies are significant for the entire market. Since the debut of Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency market has evolved and altered dramatically, becoming a very intriguing and appealing investment alternative for many. With the recent price surge, the crypto market has grown even more popular around the world. With firms like Visa showing interest in the crypto sector, it is expected to be even more popular globally. Beginners in crypto trading. The cryptocurrency market has already established itself as the most volatile market. We have seen new highs for major coins, the growth of decentralized banking, virtual real estate, NFT, and decentralized versions of well-known platforms in the last year. Following the market downturn in May, user sentiment about cryptocurrencies was divided. More seasoned traders were prepared for the downturn, whereas newcomers and enthusiasts lost money and quit the market in rage. In this video, I will attempt to explain all of the nuances of trading on the cryptocurrency market based on my personal experience and understanding. Spot cryptocurrency trading versus derivatives. Today, exchanges and marketplaces provide a plethora of trading instruments for the Bitcoin industry. Different contracts, such as spot and derivatives, are available on cryptocurrency marketplaces. The actual acquisition of an asset is a significant distinction between trading on the spot market and trading on the derivatives market. For example, when trading on the spot market, a person obtains an asset with the intention of selling it later to profit from a price differential. Trading in the spot market is similar to trading in the stock market, and anyone who trades in this market is called an investor. To fix profits on the spot market, you can place only one order, a sell order, and a buy order by putting the amount of the asset purchased or sold. Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, and Binance are the most popular exchanges for spot trading. In contrast to the spot market, when trading in the derivatives market, a person does not actually acquire an asset but instead opens a position for the purpose of price speculation, and a person dealing in this market is referred to as a trader. Trading in the derivatives market has the advantage of being able to earn even if the price of an asset falls, which is similar to trading contracts for differences, CFDs, and trading futures, also a class of derivatives. Derivatives trading platforms offer very high leverage, allowing a trader to raise his capital and gain significant rewards but simultaneously posing the risk of losing all funds in the position. It is also crucial to remember that when trading on the derivatives market, a trader can create various orders to make a profit or accept a loss on the trade, take profit and stop loss functions. That is, because the asset is not actually purchased, two orders can be placed at the same time. The advantage is that if the price reverses, the trader may close the position with a minor loss, and if the price continues to advance in the projected direction, the trader may end the position and set the profit automatically. Popular crypto derivatives exchanges and platforms include FTX, Bybit, Overbit, and BitJ. Market research and education. Price movement can be predicted using a variety of techniques, including technical, fundamental, and market sentiment analysis. Technical examination. The most widely used sort of market analysis, which includes the examination of asset price fluctuations and trade volumes. Everyone develops their own trading strategy based on technical analysis, but the most common tools are Dow theory, Elliott wave theory, and Fibonacci mathematical tools. TradingView is currently regarded as the greatest tool for technical analysis. Fundamental examination. The study involves an examination of fundamental data such as project finance, reports on updates, deposits or withdrawals of funds to or from the exchange, the open interest ratio, the funding rate, and, if the asset is traded against a currency, economic data impacting that currency, more often the US dollar. An examination of market sentiment. The Bitcoin market's second most popular analyzing method. Market sentiment is evaluated using algorithms that scour prominent social networks and the internet for favorable and negative remarks on cryptocurrencies. These techniques are used to compute one of the most important indices, the Fear and Greed Index. Education. Most Bitcoin exchanges and trading platforms have their own training resources, although they are more basic and lack specific information. As a result, after reading materials on any sort of cryptocurrency market research, you should not consider yourself a pro and open positions that surpass 50% of your deposit. Coinbase is an excellent example of a company that provides educational materials. To begin trading after finishing the training, you can use infinite demo trading on HitBTC for spot, Binance and BitJ for derivatives, the latter offering only a few pairings but allowing the balance to be restored an unlimited number of times. Signals. For a fee, there exist organizations and traders, as well as numerous applications or indicators that sell signals. When a specific price is reached, a signal is issued to open a position or place an order. If you are ready to employ such services, do not overlook your own assessments, so you can learn how to trade yourself even faster. Copy trading. You can utilize signals to enter the market manually, or you can mimic the orders of prominent traders. Copy trading is based on the automatic opening of a position with all settings copied, entry price, take profit, and stop loss. eToro, the world's first social trading platform, pioneered copy trading in the Forex market and now offers the same platform with minor changes for trading cryptocurrency. Copy trading can also be utilized to do your own analysis, such as determining why a transaction was successful and vice versa. On the BitGet platform, which claims to have a greater copy trading turnover than eToro, it is able to view all traders in detail, analyze trading strategies and positions, which can also be used to learn market trading. Duplicate trading, like trading with other tools, has the danger of account drawdown. As a result, before subscribing to a trader to copy his trades, you should thoroughly review the history of his trades, as well as gather information about him on the internet and in social networks. Conclusion: the hazards of trading in the Bitcoin market outweigh the benefits. You should constantly have a cold-blooded approach to all market conditions. To begin, research the market, study and maybe begin using signals and replicate trading on modest quantities, but always strive for an independent understanding and analysis of the market. Study risk management carefully, and never trade more than 50% of the balance in the start. Do not be concerned about modest profits. A modest profit is preferable to a loss. We hope you enjoyed watching and listening to this video. Please let us know your opinion in the comments area below. If you found our content useful, please like it and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more crypto-related contents.